Now you see this TikTok video where somebody got a close up of Finesse2Tymes here in handcuffs, man. So it looks like he had a situation where he ended up getting handcuffed. I don't know exactly what happened. It looks like he's in a parking lot.
Finesse2Tymes comes to Tyler, Texas for a show and end up going to jail with his girlfriend, Shug.
All right, so let's talk about this video of Finesse2Tymes. Now, it's being alleged online that Finesse2Tymes was out in Tyler, Texas. Now, Tyler, Texas is an area east of Dallas. It's kind of like in the middle of no man's land on your way to the top part, like towards Shreveport area of Louisiana. So it's the in-between spot between Shreveport, Louisiana and Dallas, Texas, or the Dallas metro area, right? I mean, talking about real no man's land. But locations like that are very good for rappers, especially rappers from the South, to book shows. You know, people like to book people to come to their cities. And if you have a fairly sized city, I think Tyler, what is it? Like the population is probably over 100,000 or somewhere close to that. You know, I think it's 100,000 exactly. You know, you're going to want to have X come through because there's a fan base. So there's people that'll go to a show or go to somewhere to see an artist. So you see popular rap artists in these, you know, obscure places like that. You know, places you normally wouldn't see a rapper like in Tyler, Texas. But yeah, any rapper from Houston or anywhere, Dallas or whatever, they've probably done a ton of shows in Tyler and the surrounding areas there, right? Now, Tyler being one of the biggest cities in that area, you would understand that they would have an appreciation for rap artists like Finesse2Tymes. Well, Finesse2Tymes looks like he ran into an issue while in Tyler, Texas, because there's a video circulating online that leads people to believe that Finesse2Tymes was arrested. So, man, let's actually look at this video and break it down.
Y'all, this is crazy. Finesse2Tymes comes to Tyler, Texas for a show and end up going to jail with his girlfriend, Shug.
Now you see this TikTok video where somebody got a close up of Finesse2Tymes here in handcuffs, man. So it looks like he had a situation where he ended up getting handcuffed. I don't know exactly what happened. It looks like he's in a parking lot. Now that was wild. They must have told him to get on the car because you see him with his hands. He's kind of turns his back to the guy and shows, you know, while he's in the handcuffs and shows that he's on the car. So obviously he was told to go up against a police car by somebody off screen. All right, let's check that out one more time. I want to get a real breakdown of that.
Y'all, this is crazy. Finesse2Tymes comes to Tyler, Texas for a show and end up
Now, you clearly saw the police car there. It said Tyler, Texas, right?
going to jail with his girlfriend, Shug.
And you see Finesse2Tymes, he was talking to somebody with a similar black shirt as him off screen. And then the guy right there, he looks like he's distraught, or he's probably trying to get an understanding of what's going on. Maybe that's his road manager. Maybe that's one of the members of his team or whatnot. But obviously the police weren't going for that. You see them talking to him as well off to the side here. Now the police officer patted him down and Finesse2Tymes looking like, man, are you serious? You know what I mean? Now, it sounded like somebody said no seatbelt, but I doubt this is a pullover and arrest for no seatbelt unless he had warrants. And as far as I can see, there wasn't any active warrant for Finesse2Tymes, but you never know what city or whatnot it's in. So, you know, there could be a warrant for him for some reason. Now, the lady who filmed this and who's giving the breakdown, she's letting it be known that Finesse2Tymes and his girlfriend got arrested.
Y'all, this is crazy. Finesse2Tymes comes to Tyler, Texas for a show and end up going to jail with his girlfriend, Shug.
Yeah, you can see there the guy obviously was just trying to communicate with him and see what was going on with him, man, and see why he got arrested. It could have been something as simple as a traffic violation or something like that, but obviously you see Finesse2Tymes is looking shocked. So he's looking at somebody off camera. I'm not sure if he's looking at his girl getting arrested as well, but he's definitely looking at somebody off camera giving them that look like, hey, man, you know what you're supposed to do in this circumstance. You know what I'm saying? And he's definitely saying something, and the cop, he picks up on it. He immediately sees that he's saying something to somebody, either mouthing it to him or just saying it to him. And the police officer picks it up and is like, nah, I think, and that's when he tells him, hey, man, get against the car. You know what I mean? But you see Finesse2Tymes, he's still talking. All right, so in that quick clip or in that video, you can see Finesse2Tymes is in a bad situation, man. You hate to see him getting arrested because, you know, there's a lot that goes with Finesse2Tymes, his name and his brand out here in these streets. And he's been one of those guys who's been in the news lately for a whole bunch of controversial things. You had his mom going at him for a second there where she went on social media and was kind of bashing him because she needed some help or some money. Then you had other situations with his girlfriend, Shug. There's been a lot of drama there with her family members accusing him of mistreating Shug and stuff like that. So Finesse2Tymes is one of those guys who stays in the headlines when it comes to social media and it comes to drill rap, or not even drill rap, because Finesse2Tymes is not a drill rapper. He's a trap rapper, but he's still got lyrical abilities, you know? And a lot of his content or a lot of his lyrics, they revolve around all aspects of street life, you know, from the street life, from the street game to everything, to being a trapper, to everything, to being a gangster and all that. You know what I mean? So it's an interesting mix when he puts his music together, and maybe that's why it's got a mass appeal. But in this situation, it looks all bad for Finesse2Tymes, man. Do y'all think he's cooked? And as more information comes out, man, we're gonna be dropping more content and see exactly what went down with Finesse2Tymes, because based on everything that's out there right now, the arrest records and things that are available, they haven't updated anything because this looks like this happened right early in the morning. But, man, if y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section, man. Is it possible they might have put him in handcuffs and just let him go? Because that happens sometimes. It doesn't happen a lot, you know. Sometimes you get them cuffs on you, they tell you, hey, once the cuffs are on, they on. You know what I mean? But sometimes, you know, people get let go. And that might have been the situation for Finesse2Tymes. They might have let him go and told him, hey, man, don't ever come back to this town again or anything like that, man. But y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section, and we out of here.